today we're going to go over 4 red flags that you need to keep an eye out for if you're in the market or thinking about buying a home or condo. So stay tuned. All right, what is up, everybody? I'm your man, Wesley Guest, and in today's video/podcast, we're going to go over 4 red flags that you definitely need to keep your eyes open for if you're in the market to buy a new home or new condo. And first and foremost, you're going to notice that the format today is going to be a little bit different. Up until now, I've been doing content or creating content for my YouTube channel on living in San Diego, and I've been creating content separately for the most part on my podcast. So the content, it's basically the same, so it makes no sense for me. I just got to combine the two. So that's what's happening today. So it's a little bit of a different look, but that's what's happening. And don't forget, if you want to learn everything about living in San Diego, like where to eat, work, sleep, live, play, I mean everything, don't be shy about getting a hold of me. I'm getting tons of emails, calls, and texts, and I wouldn't have it any other way. If there's anything I can do to help you reach your real estate goals, I will 100% make it happen. And if you're finding value in this content and what I'm delivering to you here today and going forward and going back, there's lots of great videos if you go back. Go ahead and click subscribe. That way you're notified every single time I upload a new video just like this. All right, so let's hop right in. So 4 red flags that you need to keep an eye out for. And make sure you stick around to hear number 4, because that's probably the most important issue and thing that I see that comes up during home searches. So at this point in my career, I've been involved in thousands of real estate transactions. I've got quite a bit of experience. I've been there, done that, and I've seen, I don't want to say I've seen it all, but I've seen a lot of different things go down. So, but I can tell you that for the most part, most people, I think, are honest and forthcoming with disclosures and information and let you know what you need to know if you're considering buying their home or their condo. That being said, that doesn't negate the need for us to do our due diligence through the process. So this is going to include things like a home inspection, a thorough home inspection, and sometimes that home inspection can lead to specialized inspections. Also, we're going to do I recommend doing a detailed title check and everything else that goes into inspecting and investigating a home or condo for purchase. And don't be intimidated if you're working with the right agent through this process. They should be bringing all of these inspections and recommendations on investigations on exactly what you need to do. So it's not just up to you. So don't be scared of the process. All right. So when I was working on this, planning this video and podcast today, I really got into it and I started thinking, just got real deep into the process and what I've seen and just what are things people forget or just don't notice. Sometimes you go into a home or condo and you get so excited. It's an emotional thing. You know, you find the right property, you're going to get excited. And if you're not careful, sometimes you can miss things, you can overlook things that are important. All right, so red flag number 1, signs of a cheap flip. You gotta understand, when you're out there looking for homes or condos right now, there are a lot of renovators or flippers or even big companies that do it now. You've probably seen shows like Flip This House or House Flips. I don't know. I don't watch a lot of TV, but you know, investors or a buyer goes in, renovates a home, they get a good price on it, they do some upgrades and paint the thing and maybe put in a new kitchen, all kinds of things they can do. They sell it for a higher price. That can be an awesome situation to get into as a buyer. I mean, and I don't mean buying and doing the flip. I mean buying the finished product. I've seen a ton of them here in San Diego and they do a great job. But that being said, that doesn't mean they all do a great job. There's things to keep an eye out for. So part of this is going to fall to your home inspector and your home inspection, but there are obvious things that you can see right from the beginning when you're looking at that home or condo for the first time. I always look for craftsmanship. So what I mean by that is I'm going to be looking at the flooring. Is it flat? It seems stupid, but trust me, I've been in homes where the craftsmanship is questionable and it's not flat. You walk across tile, you walk across wood floors, and your feet will catch. You'll catch just a little bit. Not enough to trip you maybe, but you'll catch just a little bit. Or you can look at things like in the kitchen, you look at cabinetry, look at the grout, look at the caulking, see if it's sealed properly. Open cabinets, open doors. Do they open smoothly? Do they creak? Are they loose? Those are simple things a lot of the time to fix. The question I would be asking is, why didn't the seller, when they were in there renovating the home, why didn't they make those? If it was me, I'm flipping a home. I'm not going to leave any stone unturned. There's not going to be any creaky doors. There's not going to be any cabinets that are loose. There's not going to be any flooring that isn't completely level and flat. So it's not going to happen. So just keep an eye out for craftsmanship. All right, so red flag number 2 is going to be trusting your nose. So when you walk into a new home or property, or when you walk up to a new home or property, are there any unusual smells? So it's not super uncommon in selling a home or condo for a seller to have maybe a candle out, maybe an air freshener. If you go into a property and it's just overwhelming, all you smell is coconuts, who knows what it is. It may or may not be an issue, but just keep that in mind. So I would be asking myself, are these candles or air fresheners, is this artificial smell, is it covering up another smell that you should be aware of? The most common smells or negative smells, as I would say, that I would be conscious of would be mold, smoke, and maybe sewage. If you're finding these tips helpful so far, that's 2 down. We got 2 more to go. Go ahead and hit that like button. I'd really appreciate it. Okay, red flag number 3 is going to be uneven features. And what I mean by this is going to be uneven flooring, which could tie into red flag number 1, but we're going a different direction here with red flag number 3. But uneven flooring, keep an eye out for doors or windows that might be sticking, or any visible cracking that you see. So any of these issues could be an indicator of a foundation problem. Okay, so red flag number 4 is going to be staging tricks. What I mean by staging tricks is staging is done. I use staging when I list properties for sale, and you do it because it can really be that connection piece between a vacant home and that creating an emotional reaction to a buyer or buyers when they come to the property. They can truly see themselves living in the property oftentimes, a lot more so than if the home was just vacant with no furniture. It can be very powerful. So that being said, when you're looking at a property, a home or condo, and it's staged, look closely and see how that furniture is arranged. Is it arranged in a way that you can truly live with? Is this how you would arrange that furniture? Oftentimes the answer is no. In addition to that, you're going to see that usually when a property is staged, you're not going to see a TV. And most people have TVs. Think about that property. Where are you going to put your TV, and does that furniture arrangement make sense? Then keep in mind things like when furniture is in a room, you got to remember that staging furniture is staging furniture. It's put in that property to make it look better. You need to look at it as if you were going to live there. Think about a bedroom, for example. Maybe it has small, modernized furniture, doesn't take up a lot of space, but if you have a big dresser, big king-size bed, big post, it's going to take up a lot of space. Picture your furniture in that room. Sometimes rooms can become drastically small. This is the funny thing about staging. The right staging can make a small room seem bigger, but if that's the case and you're thinking about buying that property, think about it in terms of your furniture. Bring a measuring tape. Measure your furniture and measure it against the staged furniture. Is it going to be the same experience when you bring in your own furniture? Something to keep in mind. All right, so I hope you found these 4 tips helpful. These are not intended to scare you of buying a home or condo. These are things that rarely come up, but they do come up, so you just need to be aware. And don't forget, if you're thinking about moving to, from, or within San Diego, don't be shy about getting a hold of me. I'm going to tons of emails, calls, and texts, and I absolutely love every single one of them. If there's anything I can do to help you reach your real estate goals here, I will 100% make it happen. And I'll see you on the next one.